What's up, guys? AC Card Shark back again. I have an epic amount of stuff to unbox for you today, like a huge amount of stuff. My mailman absolutely hates me. He had to get out of his truck in the pouring rain and bring like this huge armful of packages in for me. So I'm going to cut to show you from my handheld camera the pile of stuff, and then we'll come right back and I will start unboxing them for you. So here is the first handheld shot of everything.
Alright guys, as you can see, the mailman had a heavy load to bring to me today. You can see right here I've got 2 GameFly games that came in the mail for rental. I've got one package here. These are all eBay purchases. I got one package here, one package there, one package there, a box of games there. That's the one from Pedro Games. And underneath it all, you can see the real big package. That's the console I told you guys I had coming. So I'm going to cut these open, and I'll be right back to you, and I will pull them out of the box on camera for you. But I'm gonna cut them all open off camera so that it saves some time.
All right, so you guys saw pretty much everything that was like literally an armful of stuff. We're gonna hit it up real quick. The first two are the GameFly rentals. I'm just gonna try to blast through this real fast for you. I rented a couple of like smaller titles that really didn't get good reviews because, as you saw, I've picked up a lot of good titles lately. So I wanted to try a couple other ones that weren't really that good on the reviews and everything else. First game I got was for the Xbox 360, and that is Eat Lead. That is the return of Matt Hazard. GameFly had this on sale for like $8, and I was hesitant to even buy it for $8. So I'm gonna try it out, and if it's any good, I may keep it, spend the $8, and keep that for my collection. But I heard it was actually pretty funny. So as far as like the story and stuff is concerned, so who knows? I'll try that out. The second one, a lot of people have been recommending I try this out, and I'm a big fan of this series, but it's gotten some pretty mediocre reviews, so I figured I'd rent it. And that's Wolfenstein or Wolfenstein, depending on how you say it, for the Xbox 360. Again, they have this on sale for like $11 on GameFly, and I wanted to try it out first to make sure it was something I actually liked. So those were the 2 rentals that came. No big deal. Just I always try to show you guys what's going on. I've already cut everything open, so we're just gonna kind of blast through this real quick. We got the first package right here, and if I think I know what it is. This is what was inside, and it is what I thought it was. Okay, cool. It is the power plug for my Atari 2600. So the Atari 2600, which you guys saw in my epic unboxing from last week, did not include a power supply. This is actually not an official Atari power supply, so I'm hoping that it does work. But we will find out. It does. It does look like it has the correct plug on it. So, but yeah, power supply for the Atari. I did pick up the wires I needed at Radio Shack to convert the plug into, or the AV plug into something that you can hook up to a modern day TV. So I should be able to test that out shortly, which is really cool. Let's see. Got the next one up here. This one, I actually am kind of pissed because I was cutting open the box and I think I cut actually through the actual thing. But it was not really as described in the auction, which kind of makes me a little bit angry. But I don't know. Maybe this game came differently. The box is actually, I did cut through it. Damn. The box came a little flattened out and everything, which I guess I could always fix. I could kind of shape it back together. But what I got was Jungle Strike for the Sega Genesis. This was one of my favorite games as a kid on the Sega Genesis, and it was the sequel to Desert Strike, as it says right there. Desert Strike was another one of my favorites. But as you can see, when I was cutting through, because it was just flattened in the package, like I actually ended up cutting through the flap of the box, but I stopped when I started realizing I was cutting through more than the envelope. But I'm sure over time I could work this box into shapeable form and stuff. It didn't come complete, unfortunately, but for the price I got it for, you really can't complain too much that I do have it in. It does have its original box. I've actually never seen a Genesis game really come in a box like this. I thought they were the hard cases, but Jungle Strike for the Sega Genesis, that is the next unboxing. Let me get rid of the garbage on the floor here. We have the next one up. Yet another boxed game. I'm not sure which one this is actually, but let's find out. We have Desert Strike. And see, this one, that's in the hard box that I thought all Genesis games came in. But Desert Strike, which was the prequel to Jungle Strike, Again, one of my favorite games from the Genesis. And when you open it up, as promised, it did come complete. So it's got the cartridge and the manual as well inside the box. I got this. All of these buys, guys, are like less than like $10 a piece. So this was a steal. I think I got this for like $5, and it does have the original hard shell case. So Desert Strike is another pickup I got for the Sega Genesis, and garbage goes on the floor. All right, this one here. This is from Pedro Games, and if you guys haven't checked out Pedro Games, if you guys are eBay buyers, check out Pedro Games. He has a lot of good stuff and really reasonable prices. And usually when I buy from him, I buy multiple things to save on shipping, and as you can see, I bought multiple things from him. So we're just going to get right into it. This one I actually won straight on an auction. The other ones I just did the buy it now option. This one I actually got for $3, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. This game was ultra hard when I remember when I was a little kid, but I enjoyed the hell out of this game when I was like 8 years old. This was an amazing game, so it's something I've always wanted in my collection. It's a little bit banged up. I could probably shine that up with no problem, and the connectors look a little bit dirty, but I've got all the stuff to clean it. I got the tools to open it up and stuff. So that was $3 on auction. The next, like I said, the rest of these I just did the buy it now option. This one is a loose cart, and it is for the Nintendo 64. One of my top games on that system, and that is Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey. And I remember playing the hell out of this game with Pixel Sandwich when we were kids, and even to the point where we used to go to the arcade and actually play it in the arcade. I think that was actually the second version that we played in the arcade, though. But this was just a loose cartridge. I got this for, I think, $1.99 from Pedro Games. And not too worried about having a box for this one. I just wanted to have the game again to be able to play it again. The next three that I got from him are all boxed games, complete in box and everything. The first one up is one of my ultimate favorite games on the Nintendo 64, and it is complete in box, and that is WWF No Mercy. This game was absolutely amazing. It just had such good customization options. It was one of the first ones you could really make your wrestlers in and really do well with it. And it was the control system was like none other. And I'm not going to take the whole thing out because I have so much more to get to. But if you just take a peek inside, you see the manual is in there, and the game is in there as well. So that did come complete in box for my favorite games collection. As you know, I'm collecting all my favorite games on each system complete in box. So that one is definitely an epic win for me. These next two are also two of my favorites on their respective systems, and the first is for Genesis, and that is NBA Jam, and that is, again, in the hard case. It does come complete game and instructions, and that one I believe was like $4 or $5, and that was complete in box NBA Jam. And the last one from Pedro Games is one of my ultimate favorites of all time, and this is actually on the recommendation of Luke Morse, and I'm sure you guys know who that is. I've always been looking for this game. First of all, I'll show you what it is. Miss Pac-Man Complete in Box for the Sega Genesis. I've always been looking for Miss Pac-Man that replicates the arcade speed, where it's real fast. And every game I've ever bought of Miss Pac-Man for a home console has always been ultra slow, and I want the real fast arcade type. He said that he believes there is actually a mode in the Genesis version which you can actually put it on fast. So I'm hoping he's right, but worst case scenario, again, one of my favorite games of all time is Miss Pac-Man. Opening it up, it does come complete instructions and game. And I believe that one was like $7, I think, $5 or $7 for this one. But complete in box for my collection, so that's really cool as well. And that is it from Pedro Games.